Hello everyone, this is Anime Heaven X23, and in today's Switch 2 video, I'm going to do I'm going to do two things. One, I'm going to pick a couple of games, and I'm going to see how they run on the Switch 2 compared to how they ran on the Switch. And, see if, how much quicker they load. Do they look any better? Because they should run better with, slightly with some better resolution and things like that. So I was curious to see what impacts, because you always hear with backward capability, like with Xbox, the way their compatibility works, how everything just hardware wise just works, the way that their compatibility program works, and everything just automatically just runs better without any help from any developer. So I was kind of curious to see if it was similar to that way for the Switch's hardware, or if it's like PlayStation's, or exactly how it's handled. So I'm curious to see how this is. That'll be in the second part of the video. The first part, I'm going to show you the games that I have downloaded on the Switch to my micro express card, and then there's going to see a couple. You're going to see that show the cloud because they're on my other micro express card. So as you see, we got Agatha Christie's Hercule Poirot, the first cases, Agatha Christie's ABC Murders, Assassin's Creed 3 Remastered, Assassin's Creed The Rebel Collection, Batman Arkham Asylum, which I just bought yesterday and it's currently on sale for $10. Batman Arkham City, again, it's on sale for $10. I couldn't buy Batman Arkham Knight because it says there's currently an issue with I believe it's a progress on the save. So I couldn't buy that one to add to my collection. So hopefully once they get that ironed out, they'll give it on sale for the people that couldn't buy it now. Then we got Beach Buggy Racing, which is a pretty cool little Mario like knockoff. It's actually a really good game, actually. And we got Bioshock 2 Remastered, Bioshock Infinite, the complete collection, Bioshock Remastered, Bravely Default Flying Fair HD Remaster, Broken Sword 5, The Serpent's Curse, Call of Juarez Gunslinger, Chernobylite. I originally played this back on the PS5 and really enjoyed it, and it's currently on sale on the Switch. I believe it was either almost $13 or almost $14. I can't remember which. So I thought it was pretty good, and I really enjoyed it. It's good. Post-apocalyptic first-person shooter. You get in this base where you recruit other people. They teach you new abilities. I think it's a pretty good game. Definitely slept on, I think. And we get 2016's Doom, Earthlock, which is a kind of like almost like an old school feel RPG with some like crafting elements. Fast RMX Racing, which launched on the original Switch. I haven't bought the sequel yet. Final Fantasy Crystal Chronicles Remastered Edition. Final Fantasy 7. Final Fantasy 8 Remastered. Final Fantasy 9. Grandia HD Collection. Hogwarts Legacy, the Switch 2 version. I Am Setsuna, another RPG. Legend of K Anniversary. Leisure Suit Larry, Wet Dreams Don't Dry. Leisure Suit Larry, Wet Dreams Dry Twice. Lost Horizon 2. Mario Kart World. Mortal Kombat 11 Ultimate. And this is on sale, the Ultimate version on sale. I think it's $8.79 or something like that. And then Mortal Kombat 1's currently on sale for $21 $39 or something like that. 9 Parchment, which is good, like Diablo style game. Oceanhorn, Monsters of Uncharted Sea, which is think of like Ocarina of Time. Oceanhorn 2, Knights of the Lost Realm, kind of more like Twilight Princess style. Resident Evil 4, Resident Evil 5, Resident Evil 6, Resident Evil Revelations, Resident Evil Revelations 2. People don't know that game originally started out as a 3DS game. Looked beautiful in the 3DS. And then we got Revenant Dogma, Revenant Saga, Secret Files 2, Secret Files 3, Secret Files Sam Peters, Secret Files Tunguska, Sherlock Holmes The Awakened, which was on sale, and I bought it. Bought it for $5, I believe it was. Sherlock Holmes Crimes and Punishment, Sherlock Holmes The Devil's Daughter. Crime and Punishment and Devil's Daughter are great Sherlock Holmes games, really are. It kind of stinks that they never got a physical release as far as I know. Never could find one because I would have bought them instantly. Star Ocean First Departure R. And if I remember correctly, they're releasing that soon physically for the first time. Star Wars Outlaw, which is what I'm currently playing. Star Wars Jedi Knight 2 Jedi Outcast. Star Wars Jedi Knight Jedi Academy. Star Wars The Force Unleashed. The second one was never released on released for the Switch, which kind of stinks. Then we got Stranded Sails, Explorers of the Cursed Island. Sword Art Online Hollow Revelation Deluxe Edition. Siberia 2, Siberia 3. I love the Siberia games. The fourth one, A New World, I'm hoping they release it on the Switch too, so I can buy it. Last Remnant Remastered, which was in the era of the 360 PS3, a 360 only game physically. If I remember right, I think it was going to come out for the PS3 digitally, but then they had massive issues with it, so it never came out. If I recall correctly, for the PS3, came to the PS4 as this remastered edition. The Outer Worlds. I'm hoping Outer Worlds 2 gets announced for the Switch too. I know it hasn't yet, because I think that'd be cool. Really enjoyed that game. That game I'm kind of interested in how that runs on this, because I know how it ran on the Switch. It got better graphically as the updates, but it still is a little rough in some areas. The Raven Remastered, Sinking City, The Testament of Sherlock Holmes. Just bought Trinity Trigger for $13.79, I believe it was. Looks like a really cool RPG, so I bought that. And then we got Yakuza 0 Director's Cut. So as you see, so we got 6, 12, 18, 24, 30, 36, 42, 48, 54, 60. So we have 66 downloaded games for my Switch 2 library. So that right there is my current Switch 2 collection. And now, granted, I do have 2 other games, so while I technically have 68, if you count Cyberpunk and Rune Factory Azuma, but I didn't put them on yet, my system, so we got those 2 technically, so we have 68. Now I have a couple others that I actually do own, like Borderlands 2 and the prequel, and a couple other games that I don't think I'd ever play. So I was like, eh. So I could have more. So I technically have 68 with an asterisk of actually more if I ever downloaded them. All right, that's the first part of the video. So the second part of the video is going to be me picking up a couple games to showcase how they improved. So the first game we're gonna do Outer Worlds, because I'm curious to see how much different this runs on the Switch 2 compared to the Switch. No. Alright. So yeah, and for what it is, this game doesn't look bad. I mean, it doesn't look, I mean, like, the foliage here doesn't exactly look great or anything. Because this is literally, I already did, like I said, I beat the game. I already did literally, this is right before you save him, and that's the end of the game. So, it still runs, I feel like a little bit smoother. Just kind of hoping maybe it would get a resolution, a little more of a boost, but still plays the same, so nothing's really changed. In that regard, he might look slightly better. Naoko, looks. I mean, it's not too bad. All right, so since I don't need to worry about saving because I already. Yeah. We'll save. All right, so we're gonna go back to the main menu. All right, so that was Outer Worlds. Didn't really notice any much of an improvement there. I mean, it might have been like a little bit smoother in the way the game ran from just a little snippet, but not much else. All right, now another game that I did play a little bit on the original Switch. So I'm curious to see, because I know the Assassin's Creed games, like the Ezio Collection and so on, I know they ran a little rough at times, so I'm curious to see how this one ran. Because I only played this for a little bit on the original Switch. I mean, for people who know, my favorite Assassin's Creed game Used to be Assassin's Creed 4 Black Flag, but for me, it became Assassin's Creed Syndicate. I love that game. Black Flag is definitely a very, very close second. Oh yeah, that's right. We got Liberation. Which one did I start with? Uh oh. Now I'm trying to remember which one I started with. um. Wait, did I start with this one? We'll find out in a second. It's been such a long time since I played this. I don't remember if this is the one I started with, or if I started with 3. Actual 3, or if I started with Assassin's Creed Liberation. Because when I played this before, on a PS4 and stuff, I got everybody, got the true ending of the game. Because there's a spot where you get these people and you hunt them down and you take them out, and if you do that, there's what, like 7 of them or something? Or 9 or whatever, of these special people. If you do that, you get the true ending of the game. And why are you doing anything? Yep, I did start with this. I couldn't remember. Yeah, maybe it looks slightly better. Oh yeah, that's right. This was very early. I literally just started the game. Oh my god, I can't remember. Let's check. That seems about the same. Okay, the smoothness of the cameras. Actually, I think that seems a little bit better. Alright, time to do the dive. Okay, brings up. No. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, okay. Apparently, I forgot about this stuff. Alright, so. me see here. Yeah, so far, I think this game definitely looks a little bit better. At least it seems to me. I mean, it was pretty decent on the Switch. Yeah, overall, I'd say this game definitely looks a little. Definitely seems like it runs a little bit more smoother than the previous than it did on the Switch. So I will say that. So far in the first two games, Outer Worlds felt a little bit smoother. That was about it. Assassin's Creed 3 Liberation here looks maybe slightly better. Feels like it runs a little bit more smoother than the previous than it did on the Switch. So I'm happy with that. There we go, Matt. Yeah, as you can see, very early in the game, it definitely feels better. All right, so Assassin's Creed Liberation HD and Outer Worlds. From those two, it seems to me they run smoother with not much else done by the hardware. I was hoping maybe they get resolution boost or whatever. Outer Worlds definitely did not seem like that. Liberation maybe slightly, but not much else from that. So, like I said, from these two, both, I'd say they run smoother than they did on the Switch. Outer Worlds, that was about it. Liberation, maybe a slight resolution boost, maybe, but mostly just smoother gameplay. All right, the last one we're going to check Bioshock Remastered, and then we'll give my final verdict. Alright, so because this game ran pretty good on the Switch. So right here, so seems a little bit smoother gameplay. I don't notice much of a resolution on this one. So I've already beat the game, so there's really no point in replaying that. So we are just going to quit, which is fine. So based on my 3 examples, The Outer Worlds, Assassin's Creed 3 Liberation Remastered under Assassin's Creed 3 Remastered, and Bioshock Remastered, of those 3, they seem to run smoother. No resolution boost at all, it seemed, in Outer Worlds. 3 maybe slightly, and Bioshock Remastered, it seems slightly. I'd say these 2 would be slightly remastered, slightly touched up resolution. Outer Worlds, no. But they all definitely, 3 seemed to run smoother. So that would be my early synopsis, impression of those 3 on the Switch 2 hardware. If someone knows of a game that they definitely see a big improvement on, I would like to know about it and test it out for myself. Especially if it's a game I already own that maybe I haven't played. I would like to do that, so please let me know in the comments. So that right there is my video for you guys, which the first part is me showing you all the games that I currently have downloaded of Switch and Switch 2. Plus the 2 that I don't have on there yet, which is Cyberpunk and Rune Factory Guardians of Azuma. Give me 68, so 66 on there, 2 not. And then my 3 games that I showcased of Switch 1 to see how they ran on the Switch 2. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. I appreciate any support. Please like, share, subscribe. Take care, everyone. Goodbye, and thank you.